other people joining, it is something that can still always have threat there due to the Mordekaiser ultimate.
I will also just say, in terms of ease of execution, there's almost no reliable hard CC on the entirety of this KT lineup. An unprecedented run, but they are going up against T1, the greatest to ever do it. A team hungry to find redemption for Faker. 2015, 2016, denied in 2017. This roster wants to be the first to make the three-peat happen.
The ever-elusive three-peat. And as you say it, Keria flashes the Faker emotes. See if they can actually do it this time.
Making his way over, even getting a summoner or getting the egg would be big.
Faker grounded, Cuz on the way in. Good wall to force the disengage, but BDD full committing even though he has no mana. They do manage to get the passive out of Faker. Cuz full committing, Peter on the way, the tongue lash there. They want to give the kill to BDD, but it'll go to Cuz in the end. So the objective set up now for the side of T1, double TPs. KT want to claim it for a bit more. Ulti coming out from the side of Keria. Drake down, the backline of KT berserk as they look if they can turn it back. But again, they don't have the tools to keep the fight going unless Peter wants to flash tongue lash. But that's all their CC. Perfect fighting off to the side, dragging Faker into the death realm. In the meantime, BDD starting to walk forward. Doran potentially caught out. The four-man! BDD showing he can be clutch in the moments that count. Turning it again. KT were losing the fight as they lost the objective. Gumayusi will not be able to make the bailout work. The Drake to T1, the fight to KT.
Oh, Doran's gonna want that one back. The big whiff on the Gragas engage there.
Peter knock up a bit too far. The thick skin, yeah, it's not gonna save you. Caught up in the hype, caught up in the moment. Faker gonna get one back. Herald summoned in the mid lane. 5v5 at the pit. Flash ulti available for BDD if he wants to try and find it. Perfect isolated off to the side. Hostile takeover stops Peter from going any further. Docdam completely isolated. Cooking the barrel for just a little bit longer, and now the Drake is going to go down. Owner taking it. Docdam isolated. And Perfect trying to force a fight with Faker, but he gets nothing as the wall comes in to interrupt. Flash over the wall. The ulti from BDD. He might get a couple more kills, but again, the objective belongs to KT. Even as T1 begin to fall, Faker and Keria are ready to turn it. But have they overcommitted the wall there, trying to disengage Keria? Faker running into the pinch, Obliterate connecting for full damage. Cuz on the chase, waiting a few seconds for the pillar, but the stun clutch to disengage for the side of T1. And if T1 take the fight, it might just cost them the game.
Perfect has
sticking around, ready to get them away. The ulti not stacked up. Perfect going forward just a little bit longer. The death realm to come out. Owner going to respond with an ulti of his own, turning off the lights on this team fight between both lineups. Gumayusi and Perfect in the death realm, and Guma takes those. T1 focusing on the objective. Cleanse used from Keria. Heal on the way, Faker finding a bit more damage, BDD isolated, hostile takeover gonna connect onto BDD, it won't have much effect as Cuz tries to chase Faker out, but Docdam, he might take Keria, but it's T1 taking the Otacon, Guma securing the objective.
Faker's gonna teleport back, they're recalling Mordekaiser and the Anivia.
The fight just continues to go, 6K getting lower, Docdam trying to get a bit of poke, hostile takeover connecting, they don't have a cleanse, Devour from Peter is good, but it might not matter, Cuz continuing to move in, BDD waiting over the wall, the ulti is there, but they don't need to face him yet, the turn on to Faker, is it enough? 3K, Cuz in the pit, at the end of the day, it does not matter because it is Doran to get the soul, KT might be able to get the fight, but there's too many members of T1 standing, Ocean Soul to T1 as everybody on KT falls.
And I am starting to hear some silver scrapes in my telecom war.
See if they can make something happen.
Owner and T1 have secured every single objective this game. Cuz moving in, but zoned away by the storm from the side of the team. Berserk now onto Cuz, has to ulti. Owner using an ulti of his own just to try and disengage. Doran, meanwhile, in the mid lane, happy to just continue fighting. Perfect going into the back line, looking to get taken down by Faker. He's in the death realm, but Faker's happy with the 1v1. Just in time, he gets out, and Doran is there to seal the deal on the kill. KT desperate to get anything. They've already lost their top laner. The game rapidly slipping away. Flash not there for Cuz either. BDD off on the side is going to use the ultimate. W in from Peter does absolutely nothing. T1, they see a vulnerable opponent. They know what they can do as they start to rip them to shreds. KT is not going to take a bear, and T1 reminding us why they are here, what they can do in a world final. But it's perfect. Again, this is the problem. No matter who TP's in, it's so effortless for T1 to just walk away.
Yeah, perfect. Guma is 2 levels up on the top laner.
Cuz caught out, isolated, immediate subjugate to try and stay standing, forced to flash back. BDD in the darkness! 3-man! But it's Doran to try to turn it right back! The ulti is decent, Keria wants to turn it back with the hostile takeover. The gold deficit is just too massive. live. Even a miracle, even an incredible angle was not enough in the face of this T1 lineup. The triple, the quadra, T1 bringing us to Silver Scrapes.
Kuma lives the engage, and T1's hopes live in the grand finals.
And the telecom war has never been this insane. World's Finals, Game 5.